Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. The Cowboys will put toe to leather to crank us up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas Longhorns offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes... the offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Looking deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense early in the...
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football.
Going to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he cruises his way to the... Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Finds his back in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did today.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking for room, it's Rojas. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The option look. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the mark. First down here for the offense. Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. It's complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is...
He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdown. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Can anyone catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Longhorn! Texas fight and fighting them through the air. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the grab. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Wilkins. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 2nd down, looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texans!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover.
Here comes the Texas offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. This is a designed run. To the 10. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Keeps looking downfield. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender.
Unleashes one deep. Downfield and incomplete. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back goes in motion. Fighting off the defender. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll keep it on the ground. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Discards a man. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Rojas. And the Longhorns get enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback keeps it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Fullback's got it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Here we go. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They extend this lead. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Well, it was a nice play there, handing it off to the fullback, and the defense is lucky. That strong safety came downhill. He made that tackle. If he does...
Touchdown, Longhorn! And the pummeling has started. They can now exhale just a little bit with that. Line gets set, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. He'll try it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you